Oh, and Bill, whatever did you hear from HR about your relationship?
It was denied.
Welcome, travelers, to City of Town, an improvised D&D adventure. I'm Casey.
And I'm Michael. And an improvised Dungeons & Dragons adventure is an adventure that Casey and I are going to go on the spot. No prep work, no character sheets, just infinite amounts of dragon slaying and infinite amounts of D&D improv fun.
That's right. Now, every episode is around 60 minutes, and you do not have to have seen every other adventure that came before, because each and every episode is completely standalone.
You also do not have to have read all the Dungeons & Dragons rulebooks, because we loosely base everything off of D&D 5e here, but we never stress about following the rules. We make up spells, we make up feats, we butcher the backstories of species and characters. I forgot the part about that we never check books, but that's okay.
We don't check those either.
Yeah.
We actually burn those.
We burn books.
Yep.
We're all about burning books here at D&D.
Who we are.
City of Town.
It's in our core. Mm-hmm. We fundamentally believe libraries should only include two things. Casey and Michael.
Yep.
That's
just
it.
Two dudes making stuff up.
Yep, absolutely. That's what makes this world turn, folks. Now, we use 2 dice over here at City of Town, and dice actually turn too. That's it. They also turn, so...
Should dice be in libraries?
No.
Whoa.
I'm still adamantly against them, too. It's just us.
Okay.
All right, we use 2 dice over here at City of Town. We use the D20 for all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. We use the D6 for everything else we come up with along the way. You'll know it when you see it. You'll see it when you know it. Go! No, don't look. Talk.
Every good Dungeons & Dragons adventure needs a dungeon master and a player. And this week, our dungeon master will be none other than me, which leaves Casey to be the player.
That's right. A dominant player.
Yep, there's only 2 of us, and there's only 2 positions. Dispositions.
Dude, I'm not letting these rules end
Word
today. I'm going to keep dragging them out.
Look, I think we're just both having a lot of trouble talking today.
I don't think talking is in the cards.
Nope.
I think this is a silent vaudevillian podcast-areno.
Well, those of you on YouTube are going to have a fantastic time. The rest of you, sorry. Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Here, let's get it started. I only know the mime trick, so that's all I've got. Hey! Why is your wall through your head? Or are you raising the roof? Okay. Fine.
I don't know how charades works.
None of us do. Because we're not old enough.
All right. Well, no, we are not going to do a vaudevillian episode. We're going to do a talkie talk.
All right, let's do it.
We're doing the old 1930s talkie movie.
Michael, get it going. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of everything you're
doing.
You're
the one who drew it all out.
I'm so sick of you. I'm so sick of you dragging out this entire rules. Give me an adventure, damn it. Give me an adventure now.
Our adventure begins, as all great adventures do, with you being pushed to your knees in front of a grave that you just dug, as a crossbow is held to the back of your head, and a man says, "This year's gonna teach you to mess with the human mafia. What's your last words you gotta say?"
Oh God, please don't do this. Please don't do this. I know I've screwed up, but come on, man. Come on. I've shoveled money for other people and I can do it for you. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Please don't do this.
And you feel a little bit of movement as he starts to tighten his finger around the trigger when suddenly you hear, "Stop."
Please, listen to him.
The door of a carriage nearby opens up, and a large figure steps out and goes, "What was that I just heard about you shoveling money for other people?"
Oh, yeah. Oh, have I not mentioned that before? I'm really good at it. I can push money any place you want. You want it to look like somebody else is the squeeze? I'll squeeze them. I'll squeeze them so hard they won't even have blood in them anymore. I'll squeeze.
"Bring him over here." And the guy behind you grabs you by your collar, drags you over. Your hands are tied behind your back as you're being dragged. You're pushed down in front of this very large human mobster. He's at least 7 feet tall, very heavy set. He looks down at you, still obscured in shadows. There's a torch on the chariot behind him that's illuminating his back and your face. But you can't really see who he is. But you've heard of him before.
Wait a second. I've heard of you.
Yeah? Say my name.
You're John Pupsley.
Yep, this is indeed John Pupsley.
That's right.
And part of what gave that away to you is that you hear the sounds of whimpering puppies. Not like they're being tortured or something. Like they're happy.
Those are your hungry beasts.
Yeah, they're puppies. But yes, they do eat sentient people who he feeds to them.
I've heard that you have some type of magical spell that never lets them age. That they stay puppies forever. Cute but ferocious.
I didn't bring you here for your opinion on my pups. What I want to know is, can you be useful to me, shoveling money around, or should I let Gorgo here go back to what he was doing?
Oh no!
Pop you in the head and leave you in this freshly dug hole.
No! Come on! I can be good to you. I can be good to everybody.
You seem like a shifty fella. Doesn't he seem like a shifty fella, Gorgo?
No, come on! I'm not shifty.
To me, boss, he seems quite shifty.
I'm not.
You feel the nuzzle of the crossbow as he like kind of caresses it against your cheek.
I may appear shifty, but I'm one of the most loyal people you'll ever get. And I'll like crawl on my knees and be like, mwah, 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 as I kiss his feet. And I'm like, come on, would somebody who's shifty kiss your feet? I'm very nice. And I'm very good with money. I'm the greatest with money. Nobody has ever even heard of me because I'm so good with money. Do you remember that bank that went under because suddenly they went into their vaults and all of their money was magically gone? That was me.
That was you?
That's right.
Are you telling the truth or are you lying?
No, actually I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
I want to be good at this.
Go ahead and do a persuasion check then.
Okay, that's a 14.
With a 14.
Why do I never make my guys good? I'm like, everybody has a 2 or a 3 as their plus, and that's it. Ever. I'm like, no. They're mediocre.
What does this guy have as a plus?
They're so average.
What does this guy have?
2.
You can increase that right. You just made this decision. You can change it right now.
No, once you say something, that's who you are.
Yeah.
That's what I believe in my core.
Yeah, word's the only thing that matters.
Word is bond, my friend.
You do see that you've intrigued John Pupsley.
I can lay it all out to you real quick, slick like.
What are you gonna do to prove to me that you can shovel money?
Well, I'm gonna tell you about how bonds work. You see, most people have no idea how bonds work because they get so glassy-eyed.
High or low? We're going to decide right now whether or not John Pupsley knows how bonds work. High or low?
Yeah, I'm going to go with high.
High, he does not know how bonds work. It was a 10, so so that's
10?
Low, isn't it?
No, 10 is high. Wait.
Isn't it 1 to 10 is low and 11 to 20 is high?
No. That's not how it works. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know how bonds work, little man.
No, I'm not trying to insult you. I totally understand that you know how bonds work. I'm saying that those normal folks don't.
But if I know how bonds work, why would that prove, and I don't know how to shovel money, why would that prove that you know how to shovel money?
Oh, because of my secret trick. Have I not mentioned that yet?
What's the secret trick?
Well, when you look at me, what do you see? I'll tell you.
I'll tell you what I see. I see dead meat as you feel the crossbow gets shoved into your lower back.
Sure. But even that's a good example. He's not afraid of me. Mr. Gorgo. If you were to go one-on-one with me, get rid of the weapon, do you think there's any chance that I would beat you?
Not a chance in the 9 hells.
Exactly. That's what I mean. There is no one in this world so average looking, so boring as me. I am the perfect middle manager. And nobody ever distrusts a middle manager. Why? Because they're the ones who have the most power in all of banking. And so I'm able to shift money around because, well, people forget that I even exist the second they stop looking at me. Well, come on. Even try it. Turn around and close your eyes. Gorgo, you could do this. Turn around, close your eyes, and tell me what eye color I have.
Gorgo is about to turn around and close his eyes and goes, "Hey, wait a second. I'm not letting you fool me."
Okay. Well, shoot. I mean, unfortunately, you only brought 2 people to this whole murder disappearance thing. So I don't really have somebody else to try it with.
I like to keep my organization small.
Sure.
What are you going to do? What can you do for me to prove that you can actually do this?
I've really been clear about all of my strategies.
No, but I mean, he's asking, like, are you going to, like, actually go and, like, shovel money for him? Or are you going to, like, show him, like, where you can find money that he can shovel?
I have a job with every single bank within this town. Because they all kind of forget that I exist.
You work for every bank?
Every single one.
You could get me access to the High Bank of Ethriel?
Of course. I'm, again, one of their middle managers. I have the beautiful job title, Vice President. No one knows what it does.
You get me. You shovel money from me from the High Bank of Ethriel.
Mm-hmm.
And I just might let you live.
Okay. I mean, how much do you want? All of it?
I was going to say half, but you said all of it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Gorgo, get this man in the trunk. And Gorgo grabs you, drags you to the back of the carriage, opens up the big wooden trunk in the back, and throws you in, looks down and goes, "Looks like you just got yourself a job, bud." And he slams the lid closed. So, who are you?
My name's Pete.
Pete? Your name's Pete? Okay.
Yeah. I don't really remember if I ever had a last name. Long forgotten. And
You forgot your own last name?
honestly, if I wasn't Pete, I would forget that Pete existed. Because genuinely, this person is painfully hard to remember. Like, so boring. Has, just, balding hair. Has brown eyes that aren't too dark and, luxuriant and aren't too bright and whimsical. They're just kind of a muddy color. Has, filed fingernails, but not to a serial killer extent. Wears clothes, but none of them actually fit him that well. He is just the epitome of somebody who you met in college, but damn if you could be remembering when or where.
What species are you?
No one knows. No, I'm just kidding. I am...
What will the wheel of species land on? You're a kenku.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, that's a very interesting character for you. You're a balding kenku with brown eyes.
Yeah.
Not memorable in any way, shape, or form.
No, and I'm always wearing just a cardigan and a little button up.
Well, wearing your cardigan and button up, you are all of a sudden unceremoniously dumped out of this box that you were put into. You land on a fine plush carpet, look up, and you see John Pupsley sitting in a chair with 17 little puppies running around. A couple of them in his lap, one of them in his arms. One of them runs up to you and starts licking you in the face.
Ah! Oh, you're nice. Oh, okay. Oh, hi, nice to meet you.
Don't talk to the dogs.
Sorry.
They're not for you.
Oh, okay.
Now, you're going to go into the High Bank of Ethriel, and you're going to get me all that money, right?
Yeah, of
Gonna
course.
shovel all that money off into my accounts.
Well, yeah, it's going to take time.
Gorgo, bring the man our account numbers.
Okay, but we're all clear that it takes time to shovel money boringly.
You got 2 days.
That is unreal. But then I look at the dogs, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, sure.
The dogs that look up with you with just the sweetest eyes.
Those things are devils. I can see it in their souls.
I see you like my dogs.
Well, I'm a fan of them, but they scare the ever-living wits out of me.
Well, you know, it is dinner time, and this would be a good opportunity to show you what happens to people who fail me.
Oh,
As he picks up a little bell and dings it, and 2 servants walk in pushing a trolley that has a bound man on top of it writhing around.
Oh.
As they push him in, the dogs all start salivating and running and hopping up all around, very cutely hopping up towards the trolley like,
Wait, no.
And then the 2 servants come over, grab the man that's on top of the trolley, slit his throat, and then throw him down onto the ground as he writhes in pain, and the dogs all start lapping up the blood, biting chunks out of him. Just these cute little puppies, just absolutely eviscerating his man. They're like pulling out his lower intestines, and like one of them's like running around with them like really cutely as the other ones chase after him. It's so cute and so devastating and so dark all at the same time. How do you feel about it?
Well, you see, one of the truths about middle managers is that they have no soul. Mm-hmm. That each and every one of them is a person who has so embraced bureaucracy that it to a horrifying extent. And so they really have nothing left in them. And so even the essence of feeling is something that feels so foreign to them. And so Pete here is suddenly feeling, because really this is grotesque and adorable at the same time. And so I think that Pete's suddenly like, oh, feeling, shove that down.
As you shove the emotions down as low as you can, you go to turn back to John Pupsley, and he is right in front of your face as he looks you deep in the eyes and goes, "That man, all he did was forget my lunch order.
Oh.
So if you mess this up, it's going to be even worse for you. You got that?"
Yeah. Wait, message loud and clear.
All right. Now, go get me my money. And as you stand up to leave the room, hearing the sounds of the dogs barking and lapping up blood and eating this man, you head out to go and begin your mission with the threat of death looming above you. What are you doing first?
Well, death is certainly looming, but people will be suspicious if I suddenly don't arrive with a cake, because it is Barbara's birthday today. Mm-hmm. And so I need to stop by the bakery. All
right, you stop by the bakery. Are you just grabbing a cake, or is it something more going on there?
Hey, Jim. Hey, Joe. You got my cake ready for me?
Jim and Joe, both behind the counter, go, "Yep."
Yeah, this is JJ's Bakery.
J&J Bakery.
Okay, well, I said it was JJ's.
Should it be JJ's?
Yes.
But I think it's Jim and John, or whatever his other name was.
Jim and Joe. You can't even remember.
Jim and Joe. They both... The way that these two work, they both always talk to you at the same time. So whenever I'm talking as one of them, I'm actually both of them talking at the same time.
Yes. Naturally.
So Jim and Joe. Oh, hey there, Pete. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Well, that's the same answer you give us every time. Well, here's the cake that you always order every single year on the exact same date. And they plop it down in front of you and says, "Happy birthday, Barbara." Well, what's the matter there, Pete?
Are you... And like any good manager, I'm switching into my panic mode.
Okay.
Because this is an issue. Are you trying to fuck me?
Well, whatever do you mean, Pete?
I've been a loyal customer for how long?
Oh, of course we're very appreciative of your business.
Oh, I see. You look down on me.
What's wrong?
You think, "Oh, Pete, we can just skip his order. Don't double check. There's no way that he writes the name every time and gives it to us 2 weeks in advance. He's always, I always call in advance. I always come down here. I always come down here 48 hours in advance and double check.
Pete, what's the matter? I don't understand what's going on.
Barbara!
What?
Tell me. How does Barbara fit into Barbara?
They both reach down at the same time, pick up the order, and look at it. Each of them holding it, and they both go, "Well, here it. Oh no, the A got smudged.
This is barbaric."
It sounded like you said barbaric. And I was really happy for a second.
This is enough. We
can make this right for you, Pete. Obviously, we'll give you a discount, and we can have this fixed in no time.
So then you're gonna be okay that I'm running late.
Well, you can take the cake. If you take the cake as is, we won't even charge you. How about that, Pete?
Fine, I'll take the cake as is. But I hope you remember to double check next time.
We will. We absolutely will. We'll look out for smudges on every single order from now on. Baker's honor.
Fine. Pack up the cake. I gotta get out of here. I'm running late as is.
They package it up, they hand it to you, and they say, once again, very sorry for the inconvenience.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow for Kathleen's.
All right. Well, goodbye, Pete.
As I take it, and people who notice these things would notice that I have a small smudge on my hand.
Did you smudge it on purpose? Oh, you wanted free cake. Oh,
man.
You monster.
Well, they told me that I had to start cutting down on birthday celebrations, but there ain't no way that Barbara would be okay. And I got to keep morale up.
Yep. You got to keep morale up. VP, that's your main, that's so important.
Plus, Barbara loves the gossip, so she'll absolutely love to dish about how JJ forgot about her cake.
You're going to ruin these guys spreading rumors. Are you heading to the bank now?
Yeah.
All right, you head to the High Bank of Ethriel. You walk up, happy birthday Barbara cake in hand. You look up at the big, majestic pillars of the bank that go sky high. This bank is absolutely massive. Like, the top of it goes into the clouds, like the actual definition of a skyscraper. You walk in the main door. You say hi to the security guard. You and the security guard have a little ritual, don't you?
Yeah. Hey, lol.
What's up, Pete? How you doing?
Good. Did you get the paper?
Oh, you know it. And the High Kings, they're doing pretty well this year.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you filled out your portion of the crossword.
I did, and I'm looking forward to seeing your part.
You take the horizontal, I take the vertical. All right, I'll see you later.
Makes the crossword so much more difficult.
As I grab the crossword from him.
Do you ever do your part of it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, cool. You and Lowell actually have a great friendship going on.
Of course I do.
All right, see you later, Pete.
If I say that I'm going to do something, I do it.
Yep. So you go inside, you head up to your office on the 32nd floor. You get off on your floor, you see the secretary.
Oh.
He goes, is that cake there for
Hey, Margaret.
Margaret, yeah, is that cake there for Barbara's birthday?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that looks wonderful. Should I take it to the break room?
Well, it's not so good. You see, they actually said Barbara. Can you believe it?
Barbara?
I know.
Who thinks that Barbara is a name? What are we over in Coralius?
Ugh, tell me about it. Coralius would be so happy about all their weird spelling of names.
I know.
I mean, come
it's
on.
A weird country.
It's Angela. Stop saying Angelique. Anyways.
So you're not having her take the cake?
Yeah, no, you can. Margaret, thank you so much. Yeah, you can take the cake.
Margaret takes the cake for me to bring it over into the break room for the birthday celebration at lunch. Mm-hmm. Where are you going? You got hands free now. You're the VP, running the 32nd floor.
Oh, jeez. Well, suppose I should start this. But first, I have to go to our quarterly meeting.
It starts promptly at 9 a.m. when you get to the office.
Yes.
You walk into the conference room, open up the door, and the room is massive. It is such a long conference table. It's absolutely ridiculous. The main window in this room takes up like it's one giant window as long as the conference table. The light is just blindingly coming in. Like people on the half of the conference room table that's facing the window are all squinting and like trying to block their eyes. And at the very head of the conference table, which is the opposite side of the room from you, is a small little dot that's the CEO, and you can just barely hear him giving his presentation of.
And so well, this year so far things are going pretty well.
Oh, wow.
The finances are up, and our debts are getting paid off, going down, and
You take your seat. You're pretty right smack dab in the middle of the table. As you get closer, you do start to hear him a little bit better, but he's just giving his boring presentation.
What a great speaker.
Yeah, and you're in the middle of the table because it's all by rank. So people closest to the closer you are to him, the higher your rank is.
Yep,
and you're right
absolutely.
smack dab in the middle, like literally middle.
Yeah.
Are you facing the window or not?
Yeah, I'm facing the window.
All
and
right,
also,
you have disadvantage on all checks involving sight.
Perfect. But I look over at Keith, who's next to me, sitting in the chair one over, closer towards the CEO than and I turn to him and I say, wow, man, you keep climbing like this, you're going to be all the way over there someday.
I know, right?
Good job.
2.5 years ago, I was sitting on the other side of you.
Yeah, that's so true.
Passed you up, Pete.
Man.
You're losing your step, man.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I lost that years ago. I've really settled in, though.
I think by the time I die, I might be 2 more seats closer.
Good luck. That's a big way to climb.
I got this. I'm going to get it. I believe in myself.
Okay, Keith, well, let's... CEO's talking.
And the feds have decided to raise the rates, so we.
Oh, wow, the feds are raising the rates? That's going to hurt housing.
The CEO continues his presentation. Eventually, the CFO comes up. Are you doing anything during these presentations or listening for anything in particular?
No, I'm a middle manager.
You're just doing boring banking stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, if I hear them say anything of about, like new things coming down the pipeline, then yeah, I'll be like, oh, wow. Well, I'm sure after a lot of bureaucracy in 30 years, that'll get to me.
Eventually, he says,
all right, and now we're gonna bring up our head of security, Josh Jackson, who's gonna come up and talk about some new security procedures.
and a man wearing just full army fatigues, like just fully kitted out, just like as intense, like big, like Arnold Schwarzenegger energy comes up and just goes, I am Josh Jackson. I'm the new Vice President of Security here. And we're going to be making some changes. Starting ASAP, we are beefing up security around these parts, and we're not going to have any other issues. We've been hearing a lot about other banks having issues with people shoveling money out their doors to organized crime, and that's not happening here at the High Bank of Ethriel. Now, everybody here is going to have to submit to background checks, is going to have to now have different sign-in procedures. We're no longer going to have the elevators, because those make it too easy for people to escape. And we're going to have everyone take the stairs, and there's going to be security checkpoints on every floor. There's also a bunch of other secret stuff I'm not telling you all about. Any questions? It is dead silent. You! Middle boy!
Yeah, do you have to know your last name for a background check?
That's pretty important. Yes, your last name and your identity number.
Oh, okay.
It should be in your paperwork.
Oh, how do I access that?
I'd go to filing on the negative 22nd floor.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Anyways, if you have any questions about security, please do not ask me. I am far too busy. Goodbye. And he goes and salutes the CEO and then walks out of the room.
Jay, sounds like he needs a middle manager.
Well, everybody, what?
Well, everybody, I think it's time for Barbara's birthday. So if we all want to head to the break room, we can go and celebrate that.
There's like golf claps from all around the room.
Yeah, well, let us be off.
You head to the break room. Is this our adventure?
Come on, Michael.
You're just gonna keep going about your normal day?
Come on. Who doesn't want to live a life in a fantasy world as a banker?
You walk to the break room. As you're walking by the water cooler,
Yes.
Billy, who's standing next to the water cooler,
Bill's.
as well as Janice,
Billy.
wave at you and go, "Oh, hey Pete, you want to join us for a sip?"
Okay. You guys seem all conspiratorial.
Oh, well, don't tell anybody that I told you this, but I just got a new merger account.
Are you serious?
But it was the merger account that Donna was going after.
No way.
I landed them instead.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What'd you do? Did you add a little bit of extra files?
I offered. I told them that I was going to work overtime for free.
Oh, you naughty girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's very impressive.
I'm not afraid to do what's got to be done to get the job done.
No, you're not. You know, that's why
And
you're going to keep moving up those chairs.
Closer and closer to the CEO.
Yeah.
By the time I die.
Yeah,
I think
close.
I think I might move up one whole chair.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, and Bill, whatever did you hear from HR about your relationship?
It was denied.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, she was the love of my life. I don't think I'm ever going to find anybody who makes me feel the way that she did.
Somebody in
And-
accounting, in banking? Wow. Talk about somebody who has it all.
Yeah, and I really don't understand why they couldn't let us have that. You know, our jobs have nothing to do with each other. And,
That's true. Yeah.
you know, there
You're
was no
in client
security
relations.
issues. Yeah, we disclosed everything. We were very straight up with it.
That's so sad.
We don't even work the same hours. We barely saw each other anyways. We work different shifts. And now I'm just so alone. And I don't think I can ever trust my heart to love anyone ever again. Because
And-
they might be ripped away from me.
Bill is my subordinate. So I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and I'm going to say, Bill, look, I need you to not bring that kind of stuff to work, okay? Now go on, get back.
Maybe this is why they didn't want me to have love. And he downs his water like it's a shot, crumples the paper cup and throws it on the ground and walks away.
Oh. Oh, no, Bill. No, Bill.
Oh.
Bill,
Yeah, Pete?
I was going to be fine with this. I understood you were hurt. But you disrespect the bank? You litter? You litter in front of your superior officer? This shows a disrespect. Come on, I'm going to have to write you up about this.
Oh, Pete, I'm sorry. I thought...
No.
I was trying to get the
Save
garbage
it.
can. I missed.
Pick it up, put it in the trash can, and then follow me to the office. I'm going to have to write you up. And I was going to be there for Barbara's birthday. Now I'm not even going to be able to explain to her that why her name is Barbara on the cake.
Janice goes, her name is Barbara on the cake? That's hilarious. What happened?
I'm so frustrated by it. No, come on, Bill. Pick it up. Bill
picks up.
Pick it up.
Bill picks up
Bill,
the cup.
pick it up and throw it away. What are you doing? You're wasting time.
He's listening to you.
Bill, throw it away.
He's
Bill,
so confused.
throw it away. Throw it away,
Do an
Bill.
intimidation check.
Bill, throw it away. I got a 17.
Plus anything?
Well, that was what, plus a 3.
Oh, okay. With a 17, Bill has a panic attack. And just, he's holding this cup and just starts hyperventilating and is slowly sinking to his knees.
As I keep saying, Bill, throw it away. Throw it away, Bill. Bill, throw it away.
And then eventually he just panics and he just eats the cup. And he's chewing on it and crying. And he swallows it and he goes,
Oh, jeez, Bill, you soiled yourself.
yeah, he did. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to call HR on this.
Yeah, whatever you need to do, Pete. I get it. I'm going to go do the write-up now.
If you can stand.
I can crawl if you need me to.
Okay, well, come on, hurry yourself up. And as I look to, who was the other girl?
Janice.
As I look to Janice, I say, Janice, will you please contact HR, tell them to meet me in my office?
Right away, sir. And she goes to find the phone. Make the call.
Well, I'll walk.
And as you walk with
I'll
with
walk
the
silently
crawling Bill.
with Bill.
Yeah, you hear behind you, "Happy birthday." Okay, I guess that song is copywritten. I guess we shouldn't sing it.
Yeah, don't sing that.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Happy birthday to Janice. That's not the song.
Yeah,
Or not to Janice, to Barbara.
still-
But the joke is they're singing
gonna
happy
say
birthday,
Barbara.
and they all say Barbara.
She's gonna be so upset.
Yeah, but you're not there to explain.
Ugh, come on, Bill.
So unfortunate. You get to your office. HR, who is an Asimir, a glowing, floating Asimir, just an angelic figure, who is floating above your desk, looking down at you and Bill as Bill walks in, soiled and crawling, and the Asimir goes, "Hello, I am HR representative number 7256. How may I be of assistance?"
Hey, 7256. So I brought you in here because, at first I was hoping that I could just write up Bill about this whole, throwing, not recycling, not, littering. As I take a seat and I say, "Bill, why don't you take a seat?"
Bill crawls over to the couch and pulls himself up with so much effort as 7256 goes, "How did this employee end up in such bad condition? Was this due to poor management?"
No, I wish it was. I wish I could take the blame on this. But I did everything I could. I spoke to him rationally, warmly. I expressed my deepest regrets that his relationship was unable to move forward due to your very valid and real concerns.
Correct. This employee has already been dealt with by human resources.
But unfortunately, he started to throw a tantrum. He started to lash out. And that's unfortunately something, Bill, we can't have in this type of beautiful bank. And so unfortunately, Bill, this is 3 strikes. I mean, it was technically only going to be your second, but then when you laid down on the floor crying and stuff, that was your 3rd strike.
You mean when I had a panic attack?
You call it a panic attack, I call it childishness.
Often panic attacks are considered a medical issue that would not be a fireable offense.
I'm just not so sure. I think Janice would attest to the fact that it wasn't quite a panic attack. So, here's what I'm thinking, Bill. Bill, I love you. You were like a son to me as I was trying to grow you within this role, and we're a family here. So, unfortunately, what I'm going to have...
Legally, we cannot refer to ourselves as a family.
I totally understand that. Bill, you know the relationship that we've had.
Bill is not having a good time. Bill is just flabbergasted.
The first strike was when you came in and you smelled. We had people talk about that. And,
Foul odors is considered a rather egregious crime here.
So, this is 1, 2, 3 strikes, Bill. And,
You are lucky to have a manager as kind as Pete here.
I'm going to have to let you go with no severance.
But...
Bill, take all the time you need. I do have security coming to collect you.
Does this mean, though, that I can actually have a relationship with Cora?
No.
Absolutely not.
You're unfortunately barred from ever talking to anybody else within the bank.
Yes, your employment contract is very firm on that point.
Yes.
As Lowell walks up outside of your office door and knocks and goes, "I hear I have a dirt bag to remove from the premises."
That's right. Thank you so much, Lowell.
Absolutely. Hey, Pete, do you have the vertical crosswords ready for me?
You're fast. I'm not quite there yet. I'm still stumped on...
What you doing lollygagging?
I'm stumped on 2 down.
I don't even look at the vertical one, so I have no idea what that one was.
Well,
I leave those all to you.
it's a tough one.
Yeah.
I would tell you, but you would answer it for me.
Well, all right, dirtbag, let's go. And he takes out a little stick and stuns Bill. It's Bill, and just grabs him by the feet and drags him off the couch. His head hits the floor, and he drags him out of the office. All right. See you later, Pete. Let me know when you get those crosswords.
Oh, 7256. I hate to see that happen.
Yes, it is always unfortunate when an employee has to be terminated.
It's so true. Well,
At least we don't actually terminate them anymore.
oh,
That used to be the procedure, and it was very gruesome.
really?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yep. The only thing worse is when John Pupsley takes you and feeds you to his pups, which is what will happen to you if you do not complete your mission within the next 36 hours.
7256? Now, wait a second. You?
You were given a task. What have you done to complete your task? An update is requested.
Oh, I've done. Well, I only started about an hour ago, hour and a half. So, been pretty busy. But, just trying to make sure that everything looks up to date. There's new security. I don't know if you've seen.
Yes.
We're very busy.
The new security has required that we update our timeline.
Oh.
It is requested that instead of you completing your task in 36 hours, you instead complete it within 12.
12 hours?
Yes.
That's going to be very tricky. It's just that
if
there's
you
a lot
are
of
unable to comply, you may forfeit your life and be fed to the pups.
No. That's okay. I'll take care of it. No
All right.
problem. No problem.
Do not contact me. And
I don't know how I would.
And 756 just disappears from your office in a flash of light.
Whoa. Jeez. You almost ruined the meloleum.
The meloleum?
That's what the floor's called.
It is just very slightly discolored where the light hit it. Right where he
Oh,
was floating. Just very slight. Like, if you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't see it.
jeez. I got to get a little bit of cleaner. No. Not again. I cannot. I got
It's
to
just
focus.
so easy to get caught up in the humdrum of the day-to-day.
There's a lot going on, and I have a lot of routines.
Yep.
No, I need to focus. I've wasted a lot of time. I knew I should have told Barbara about her. No, Barbara about her cake. Okay. Well, I think I got a plan. I gotta find that security guy.
Lowell?
Now, Lowell wasn't the one who came in
Lowell's the guy from the...
downstairs. Yeah.
Who also came up.
Oh.
Yeah, he came up to come remove that guy.
Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
he's not like the executive in charge of security.
Well, he's vice president.
That's Josh Jackson.
Oh, no.
Josh Jackson's the guy who's in charge of all security. He's the executive in charge of
And
security.
he came and did the report.
He did the
in the
report in the
office.
meeting.
Yeah.
And Lowell is like head security
Yeah.
guard.
I'm not looking for Lowell.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
looking for Jackson.
You're looking for Josh Jackson. Cool. Yeah, you can. Yeah, Josh Jackson is on the 50th floor. That's where his office is.
Jeez. A lot of stairs. But I always
they
gotta
don't let you take the elevator anymore.
I gotta work on these hips. As I will go and take the stairs.
You take the stairs. As every time that you go up a flight, you are requested to show your employee badge to the new security guards that are there.
Oh yeah.
I
I have my badge.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have a last name on it.
Yeah, I guess that is a problem. You said you were going to go get your last name. I guess that's what the background check. Your badge is fine.
Okay.
They let you up to the 50th floor just fine. You go to Josh Jackson's office.
Knock knock.
Enter.
Hey, Mr. Vice President Jackson.
He is doing curls, working out, and his whole entire office is like set up like a jail room, like a jailer's room, and there are employees in jail.
Wow. That's intimidating.
Pete, I've heard a lot about you.
I don't want to interrupt. That's good. I hope.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
You haven't done your background check. I want to know more about you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was about to go down to the negative 20th floor when suddenly I just thought about something. The whole fact that, it seems like you're quite busy and that, some of these processes could be sped up.
How so?
Well, what always improves a situation is having a middle manager. And so I'm not sure, but I was thinking that, for free, I could take on some of the requirements that you are needing and facilitate a faster workflow.
So, like, every time that I need to give an order to Lowell, the head security guard, instead of me telling Lowell, I would tell you, and then you would tell Lowell.
Exactly. That's a very good example.
Oh. I kind of like this idea. Feel like it insulates me. Adds to the security.
Yeah.
Okay. If you think you can handle it.
Oh, yeah, I'm great.
You do have lots of middle management experience.
Lots. Too much, some say.
All right, you get your background check completed, and I'll let you in to be the middle manager of security.
Oh, okay.
No extra pay, and it's in addition to your current duties.
That sounds fair to me.
I was going to offer you money, but you brought up no extra pay.
No, I don't think I need it.
Good.
The responsibility's enough for me.
All right. You got to get your background check done, though.
I'll be right back. Crap. Well, I'll go down to the negative 20th floor, but I'm nervous about what they might say.
You go down to the negative 20th floor? Oh, wait. Sorry. Were you saying you were doing that?
Yeah.
But you're nervous?
Yeah.
Okay, you head down to the negative 20th floor. It's the filing room. It is just a bunch of gnomes running all around like absolute chaos. Papers flying everywhere. They don't have any middle managers down here.
Oh, jeez. Who's in charge here?
No one! We take our orders directly from the CEO!
What?
Yes!
Oh, jeez. Well,
We have all of his orders are automatically taken from his brain, delivered straight down to filing, and then we just have to do it. It's chaos!
show me to the files.
They're everywhere.
Show me to the files.
They're everywhere.
Give me these files. As I start picking up files, I'm trying to read them to interpret what I can possibly do to bring order to this place. This is a fracking nightmare.
They just need someone who's not the CEO to be giving them orders.
Okay, well, right here it says that personal backgrounds are the most highest priority. So everybody, stop doing what you're doing unless it's
Everything grinds to a halt. They're all breathing so hard.
okay. So we're gonna create a file system, folks. Now come here, follow me.
System?
Yep. Follow me over to the green board.
They all follow you to the green board.
Okay. So, number one, I need a head count.
They all count off one by one. They all go by numbers down here. They have names, but when they're at work, they go by numbers.
Okay.
There are 1,752 of them.
Wow, boy, howdy, we got our work cut out for us. Well, let's start out with a nice game. I feel like that's normally the best way to start getting things done.
Okay, what game are you going to play with them?
Well, my favorite game, as a little get to know ya.
Is Pete distracted? What's happening here?
Pete immediately goes into...
Is Pete trying to avoid what he's got to do?
No, he's not. He desperately thinks that this is the fastest route to get it done. It is by completing tasks.
Okay, let's roll to see how long it takes you to actually complete this.
Well, I haven't even described my game yet.
Do you want to?
Yes.
Okay,
I love describing this game.
Describe the game that's going to help these guys get an organizational system in place.
Okay, so we're all going to stand in a circle, which I know is a little tough in this crowded space, but,
They
try
move
to make...
so fast and make a giant circle.
Okay, so we're going to go with
What? We can't hear you on the side of the circle.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, if you still can't hear me, maybe somebody halfway...
No, we can hear you now. It's all good.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is that we're all gonna take turns going in a circle, and I'm gonna say, oh, well, I'm petrified Pete, and so I'm gonna say an adjective and then my name. And that way, we'll be able to, quickly identify who is who within our organization.
Okay.
And now I know you all have numbers, but, still, you could be omnipotous 1. So, we're going to go around, and then we're going to play a fun game where we zap across the circle to name other people.
I'm going to be very generous. and say that
Look,
that
dude.
it takes 3 seconds each for each of these gnomes to say what you want them to say.
That is generous.
Yeah, it's very generous.
Can we make it 4 seconds? Because there's like obviously that one other. There's like those couple of people who are like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm. Oh,
No, I already did the math.
Okay. Fair enough.
So it's 6,350. No, it's 8,356 seconds.
Yeah.
8,356 divided by.
Are you doing long division?
Yes, divided by 60. Man, I haven't had to do long division in a long time.
Can you cut zeros?
No, because I don't remember how to do that.
Well, do they both end in a zero? Both
No,
numbers?
they don't. I know that trick. It's 8,356.
Okay, what's 80 divided by 60? Well, 1. It's 1.3. You're like, so it's like 100 hours? Maybe it's either 10 or 100 hours. One or the other. But either one's too long.
Yes, so hours later.
We've only completed the first part of this.
Oh, wait, here we go.
Okay.
Hey, Google, what's 8,356 divided by 60?
8,356 divided by 60 is approximately 139.27.
And what is 139.27 divided by 60? It takes I think it takes like 2 hours. 139 divided
Yeah.
by
That's not that bad.
2 hours later.
Okay. You know what? We were so
Yeah,
wrong on
we'll
that.
say 2 hours because that way there's
I was
like some
forgetting the
extra-
minutes. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
2
Okay.
hours.
So 2 hours later, the last gnome goes, omnipotent 1,752.
That you can't. I'm sorry, that doesn't actually work. You can't be omnipotent because.
It was the first letter, right?
Oh, you're right. So how many said omnipotent?
You don't know. Some of them were kind of quiet on that side of the circle.
Okay.
Circle's big.
Well, good job, everybody. Well, now we all know each other's names. I'm very proud of you for that. Now we're gonna work on a system to organize you all as you're doing work. So why don't we create a little board over here where we say out all the little things you gotta do?
Are you doing Scram? What are you doing?
Michael?
Scrum? That's what it is.
Yes. I need you to understand. This man knows his life is in danger. It's just that this is the fastest route.
Okay, how long does it take you to scrum this out?
Hours! It probably takes 3 hours.
As the clock, so
Because
it's 5 o'clock
Well, we
then.
take a lunch break.
Well, but lunch already happened because that was when Barbara's birthday was.
Oh, that was a longer meeting than I understood earlier.
Yeah, it was a long meeting.
Well,
it was
then,
it was the quarterly
everybody has
meeting.
to have their 10-minute break, so we take a 10-minute break.
But do you do that between the name game and the organization system?
Yeah.
And then so now it's like 5:10.
Yeah. I just want to be
They're all there.
precise.
They're all there during overtime now. You're gonna get in trouble.
Oh, geez, look at the time. Okay, well, I've got to send you all home, but we'll get this done tomorrow.
All right, we'll meet back here tomorrow, everybody. Hands in. Everybody, dog piles on top of each other to put their hands in the middle. On the count of 3, filing. 1, 2, 3, filing.
Get out of here. And as
Just a river of gnomes leaving the building.
I'm sending them all out, suddenly I go, oh, wait, shoot, I didn't get them. Oh, no, I didn't get my ID badge or my background check.
Well, it's okay because moments later, 1,752 new gnomes rush into the room to start their shift. And it's just absolute chaos once again. Nothing has changed whatsoever.
Jeez.
Because you haven't done anything with these gnomes. These are new gnomes.
Yeah, I know. Huh.
So
I have, like-
they're all running around taking orders directly from the CEO's brain. But now it's the night shift CEO.
I have 5 hours and 50 minutes left. 6 hours.
You've got like something like that. Yeah, a couple hours.
Okay.
You have till 8 p.m. Let's say that.
against my better judgment, I think that I've got to avoid training these people. My life is really at risk.
Wow, you've learned. You've really learned. Wow.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to just mentor one of them. And maybe I can get that one to, get my background done. Excuse me.
I'm too busy. What do you want?
I need my background.
Background? I can get that for you. What's your last name?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, well then what's your first name?
Pete.
What's your employee number?
1372483.
All right, don't move. And he runs away. And then 75 minutes later, runs back to you.
Oh, wow, that was pretty fast.
And he's got one single sheet of paper, which he hands to you and goes, there you go, I'm too busy now, bye. And he runs away.
What does it say?
It is your employee information sheet.
Wow, I've never known. What is my last name?
Do you know about where you came from or anything like that? Like, what's your earliest memory?
Wow.
Are you like an orphan? Like, do you remember anything about your childhood?
I think back, and my earliest memory is this morning, being with a crossbolt to my neck. I'm kind of a blank slate of managerialness.
Do a history check.
Wow, that's a 12.
Your last name is Middleis, which you realize is some sort of name relating to some demon in hell.
Middleis? Oh, that can't be good. Oh, if they find out about that, they won't trust me because they'll think that I'm some sort of
I'm just really proud of this. Middleis is the middle manager of hell.
creepy thing. Well, I was about to call him.
You're going to call Middleis?
Maybe Middleis would be able to help me out.
You're going to have to do some sort of like fucked up sacrifice to get in contact with him.
Hey everybody, stop what you're doing.
All the gnomes come to a halt.
Oh, can I do this? Can I really do this? This goes against all my better instincts.
What do you want? We're super busy.
This is a new report. Coming straight from the CEO, but it's through me. He needs...
They all rush over to you and look up at you, just surrounded by a sea of friendly gnome faces looking up at you.
Oh, jeez, I hope this is the right thing to do. Everybody, I need us all to get in a circle.
They all look around. They're in a circle. I said you were surrounded by friendly gnome faces.
Oh, okay.
It is a sea of gnomes that surround you in every direction, so it's a circle.
I need you to come up one by one and just cut a little bit of your hand and then rub it on me. Rub the blood on me.
That doesn't sound like it's like it can works with HR regulations.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, HR has the day off.
And this came straight from the CEO?
Oh, jeez. Can I really do this? Oh, No, it didn't. I'm sorry. I can't lie to you. It didn't come straight from the CEO. But listen to me. I really need this. And honestly, I don't know who I am. I never have. But this is the opportunity of a lifetime to discover who I really am. And so, if you wouldn't mind, I'm asking you.
Do a persuasion check. It's going to be high.
That's crazy.
You're asking a lot.
Nat 20!
Did you really just roll a nat 20?
Nat 20!
1,007.
Oh no, it rolled. But yes, it was a nat 20.
1,752 filing gnomes, one by one, slice their hands and rub their blood on you, one after another. It takes another 2 hours, assuming it takes 3 seconds for each of them to do this. It is now 7:10.
Wow.
Or 7:15, because you did give quite a speech. As all this blood is rubbed on you, what do you say to call upon your demonic father?
Hey, love to have a meeting. Love to have an introductory meeting. Dad? Let me know if you can pencil it in.
A filing cabinet near you suddenly opens up and a horrible red glow comes from it.
Whoa! Hey, everybody, step back. I don't want us to anybody to get injured. No lawsuits. Oh, jeez. As I'm gonna creak it open and look in.
It's as wide open as it'll go. You look into it and you just see a demonic portal.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. This is not where I thought that today would go. Hopefully I'll be able to get back to explain the whole hiccup to Barbara as I'm going to step into the portal.
You step into the portal. You feel incredible pain as your body is torn apart at the atomic level, whizzed through multiple planes. You feel an existential dread as you begin to question the essence of existence itself. You are suddenly ejected out of another portal. All of your atoms come back together suddenly in this like horrible, like gut-wrenching pain, static, electricity as everything comes together. It doesn't quite feel right. Everything suddenly clicks into place. And standing before you in the middle of this lava field is your father, who looks exactly like you, but a devil. Same boring brown eyes, same balding head, diminutive stature, just like not really anyone that you would ever notice. And he's sitting behind a desk. He's got a mug on the desk filled with boiling blood that says best middle manager ever. And he looks at you kind of bored as he's stamping papers. He goes, son, what are you doing here?
Whoa. Dad?
Yeah?
Oh, just had to confirm, because this is pretty spooky.
What do you mean it's spooky?
Never been to hell.
Son, you were here 2 weeks ago.
What?
Do you not remember anything?
No, everything's kind of a bit of a blur. You know,
2 weeks ago, you swore off the entire idea of middle management, said you were going to go off and be some sort of epic leader, and that you were going to go onto the mortal plane, take over everything, and be the chief executive officer of all mortals. You flittered off through a portal, and now suddenly you're back.
wait a second. Now it's coming back to me. The second I got onto the mortal plane, I got kicked by a donkey. Forgot the whole dang thing.
This is what happens when you don't have middle management to guide you.
Oh,
You go off doing willy-nilly things, you get kicked in the head by donkeys, and you forget everything.
you're so right.
If you had a middle manager who was guiding you, you would have had instructions printed in triplicate that you could refer to at any moment.
Oh, Daddy. You're totally right. I needed a middle manager this whole time. I was so wrong. You see, today, I really learned something of value. The middle managers are, well, they're just not those annoying people who never had it in them to aspire for anything more. They're not just the people who are looking to write you up for ticky-tacky things like tossing things on the ground or smelling bad. No. They're the people who make the entirety of the world operate. And yeah, sometimes it may take 4 or 5 more hours than it should. And sometimes there's new laws that don't make no sense. And sometimes the words that people say is difficult to understand. But really, what's most important is to take pride in yourself and the type of hard, laborious, white-collar work that you do. Daddy, I finally understand what it means to be a middle manager. And sure, I've been gone for 2 whole weeks. And honestly, I barely remember anything. but this sponge is ready to learn it all from you.
Okay, well, glad to see that you have had a good attitude change. Seeing as you remember nothing about hell or how things operate down here, because, we did train you for 2,000 years
Right.
before you
Sure.
took on your middle manager role.
Okay.
I'm going to need to send you back down to the mailroom.
Oh, it's like a whole fresh start. Wait, but can I make one request?
And what would that be?
Well, I did meet the cutest little demons on the mortal plane. And I think that the mailroom, it would just jazz everything up. And I think you might find some good use for them too. I have a few puppies I'd like to bring here.
Well, here you go. I can file the proper requisition forms for mortal animals. Here you go. How many do you need? How many puppies are there?
7?
There were 17, but
17?
He takes 17 of the papers and hands them to you.
Wow.
Fellows out in triplicate, and he actually hands you 51 papers. Fellows out in triplicate and submit them to the proper places, and we will have those puppies teleported directly to the mailroom.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I know that everybody's going to really appreciate them down there and be terrified of them. It's kind of like the perfect thing.
Weeks later, you're in the mailroom, surrounded by John Pupsley's puppies who are running around terrorizing people. They listen to only you now. You are the commander of these just absolutely killer puppies.
Sit, roll over.
All 17 are doing your commands at the same time like a little army.
Roll over. Attack.
And they all attack the demon boss above you, who you can now take their position, and that is where we'll end our adventure. As you rise the ranks through hell to become a middle manager once more.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God. Casey, thank you for making me experience the joys of middle management.
Everybody should.
When I sat down today to play some Dungeons and Dragons, what I was thinking to myself was, I really wish that we could get into the nitty gritty of middle management and HR.
I know you were.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy was I. I did
Yeah.
hankering.
Yeah, when I started a mobster episode of Dungeons and Dragons, I went, yeah, you know where this should go? Corporate birthdays. That's where we should go
Dude,
with this.
poor Barbara. I don't think I ever got back to tell her.
No, she has no idea why her cake said Barbara. Janice did not tell her. Janice kept that to herself.
That's horrible. And they're probably still going to JJ's, which is a crime.
Yeah. Casey, thank you for being an awesome player and an even better middle manager.
Thank you for being a wonderful DM. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment down below about what these puppies' names should be. At least 3 of them have to be Cerberus, but the other 3, what are they? Guys, we'll see you in our next adventure.
Bye.